Just mustard, raw onions, and that should be fine. Oh, and relish.
And relish, okay. $4. Did you need anything to drink, sir?
Yeah, can I get just a bottle of water?
$7.
Cool.
Growing up in a house where, your grandmother started a thrift store in a small town, and, my mom would take me out to garage sales on Saturday mornings, and then eventually later in life she was volunteering at a thrift store in her little town. I really probably had no choice but to get involved with used goods on some level.
Dude, check this one out. Nashville is a city that's changing so rapidly. A lot of what used to be old Nashville is not going to be around for much longer because of just redevelopment and things like that. So even local collectors are looking for items that represent Nashville from 25, 50 years ago, and that's something that they want to hold on to. And there's so many people here that respect the old stuff. It's not a community that wants to just recycle its past and make something new and shiny like Las Vegas. Nashville is a place that really pays homage to its country roots, and it likes to lean into history, right? Or just the retro kind of thing. Like, I got some with some really cool incised, like, geometric designs on it, and it's like 3 or 4 times the price of that stuff because it's all aesthetic, you know what I mean? Like, it's just really good looking stuff. This is a great collection though, man. Very cool.
Well, I love ceramics.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing too.
Dealers don't deal it, it's great.
Yeah.
It's hard to pack.
True, but I mean, it's perfect for a place like this. But in kind of looking around and doing a lot of shopping and going to auctions and thrift shops and estate sales, flea markets, you see that there are thousands and thousands of people who this is their everyday life. They are the real pickers. They go and they buy something for $5 and they resell it for 10. And, they kind of live and die by that. Not every flip or pick is like what you see on TV where someone buys a storage unit and they pull a, super rare item out and it's worth $10,000. I mean, that makes great television, but in that sense, but it's not reality. I mean.
But if you get 10 of them, there's no freight.
So just make 2 10 orders and then you're done.
It makes no sense, and they come broken down.
Yeah.
You flip them together.
Take the cowboy boots. It's a great example. I mean, you can see that they're a really good-looking pair of vintage boots. To be able to buy them at a thrift store and then for us days later to be across town in a vintage shop just kind of scouting around to see a nearly identical pair of boots behind the glass case, is really validating because then you're going to make money on your flip and you know that you bought well. It's almost like a social network without any sort of technology involved. A lot of it is still really old school. I mean, these places and locations that you go to, auction houses and old VFW halls or, vintage shops and buildings that look like they should be condemned, or frankly, even just going to a flea market and, digging through a box of musty records in what looks like an old livestock stall. That's part of the fun